Hello everyone. In this video we will discuss about Human Development Index. We will try to understand what is Human Development Index and how to estimate or calculate the Human Development Index. Now the Human Development Index is published by the United Nations Development Programme of the UN. The Human Development Index is a composite statistic used to rank countries by levels of social and economic development, and where these social and economic development are health, education, and living standards. Now, these are the dimensions and indicators of the HDI. The dimensions are long and healthy life, that is health, knowledge, that is education, a decent standard of living. And these dimensions have four indicators, where the health dimension indicator is life expectancy at birth, from where we estimate the life expectancy index. And the knowledge or education's indicators, there are two indicators. The first is expected years of schooling, and the second is mean years of schooling, from where we estimate the education index. And the decent standard of living indicator is GNI per capita in purchasing power parity, where GNI is the gross national income, from where we estimate the GNI index. And all these three dimension index will give us the Human Development Index score. So this is how to calculate the HDI. The dimensions are here, indicators are here, the minimum value, maximum value, and the dimension index. The dimension of health indicator is life expectancy at birth. Then the indicators of education are mean years of schooling, where mean years of schooling means the average number of years of education received by people aged 25 years and above. And expected years of schooling means average number of years education received by children below 25 years. And the standard of living indicator is GNI per capita in purchasing power parity, US dollar. So the values range from 0 to 1, and for life expectancy at birth the minimum value is 20 years and the maximum is 85 years. And for mean years of schooling the minimum value is 0 and the maximum is 15 years. And for expected years of schooling the minimum is 0 and the maximum is 18 years. And for GNI per capita PPP terms, the minimum value is 100 US dollar and the maximum is 75,000 US dollar. So the dimension index are here: life expectancy index, which we derive from life expectancy at birth; education index, which we derive from education, that is two indicators; and the GNI index, which we are getting from standard of living. So the HDI score will range from 0 to 100, where 0 indicates the worst score and 100 indicates the best score. Then the formula to estimate the health and education index or education dimensions are these. That is, dimension index equal to actual value minus minimum value divided by maximum value minus minimum value. And its actual value is what we take from any specific country. Okay, and the minimum value is what we have seen earlier in the previous slide, and the maximum value is what we have seen in the previous slide. And for GNI index we take the log of the actual value and a log of minimum value and a log of maximum value. Why do we take the log in this GNI index? This is because of the big difference between the minimum and the maximum value, where we have seen that the minimum value for GNI index is 100 US dollar and the maximum is 75,000 US dollars. So take the log. And in order to calculate the HDI, we are going to take here the actual values of India for 2024, where the life expectancy of India in 2024 was 67.7 years, mean years of schooling was 6.57 years, and the expected years of schooling was 12.6 years, and the GNI per capita in PPP terms was 6,951 US dollar. So by taking these actual numbers, let's try to estimate the HDI of India for 2024. So let's see the life expectancy indexed and try to look at how to estimate. Let's take this text. Let me write the formula. That is actual value minus minimum value divided by max value minus minimum value. So this is the formula to estimate the LEI index, that is the life expectancy index. Now what is the actual value of the life expectancy index? The actual value is, as we have seen earlier, that's right, the actual value is 67.7. 67.7, and the minimum value is 20 in the formula, divided by max value for the life expectancy is 85, which comes from the formula. Then minimum value is 20. So if you simplify this, you'll get numerator as 47.7 divided by 65. Okay, so the LEI will be 0.734. Okay, so this is the life expectancy indexed value. So let's now calculate the education indexed, taking the same formula which is sent here. So what is the actual value for main years of schooling? It is let's take the main years of schooling first. Let's write it. Main years of schooling. Main years of schooling. The actual value is 66.57, and the minimum value for main years of schooling is 0 divided by the maximum value is 15, minimum is 0. Simplifying this, we get 0.438. Okay, so now let's go for expected years of schooling. Years of schooling, where the actual number for expected years of schooling is 12.6, minimum value is 0 divided by the maximum value for expected years of schooling is 18 minus 0. So the value will be how much? 0.7. 0.7. Now we have two indicators, that is mean years of schooling and expected years of schooling. So what we do is we take the arithmetic mean of these two values. We put this as x and we take this as y. Then what we do is we take it as, let me rub this. Now the formula is x plus y divided by 2, where our x is 0.438, that is this, plus where our y is 0.7, that is this. So let me rub this now. Now how much are we getting is, no, this will be divided by 2 and the value will be 0.569. So this is the education indexed value. So next we have to estimate again for the GNI indexed. Let me clean up this first. Okay, let's proceed to next. I need to clean this again. Okay, yeah, so this is the GNI index. As I told you, for GNI index we take the log. The formula is the same as before for education and the other one, but the only thing is that we take the log of the actual value, log of minimum value and log of max value. So the formula is this: the GNI index log actual value minus log minimum value divided by log of max value minus log of minimum value. So this is the formula for calculating the GNI index. Now what is the actual number of this GNI, that is gross national income of India in 2024? This was 6,951 as we have seen earlier. So we take log 6951 6951 minus log, what is the minimum value in a GNI index estimation? It is 100. Okay, then divided by log of the max. What's the maximum value? It is 75,000. because it ranges from 100 US dollar to 75,000 US dollar. So max is 75,000 US dollar minus log minimum value, that is 100. So you have to take log of 6951. Now what is the value of the log 6951? It is 8.8. If you look up from the formula, you'll get 8.8537 minus, now what is the log value of 100? It is 4.6052. 4.6052. What is the log of log value of log 75,000? It is 11.2252 minus log of 100 is 4.6052. So if you simplify, you'll get the ZNI indexed as 0.64117. Okay, so this is the ZNI index. Now we have to use all these dimensions indexed, which we have calculated now. That is, we have calculated the education index, we have calculated the life expectancy index, and we have calculated this ZNI index. Taking these three dimensions index, we have to calculate the human development index value. Let's calculate these. Let me clean up this. Now what is the formula to calculate the HDI? The formula is this: HDI equal to geometric mean. We take the geometric mean of all the three dimension index, that is the life expectancy index into education indexed into ZNI. So this is the formula. Here will be cube. Now we have to put all the values that we have estimated so far for LEI, EX and ZNI. What is the value for the LEI? The value was 0.734. 0.734. And what is the value that we got from EI? Is 0.569. Into what is the value that we just now got for GNI? It is 0.64117. 417. Here it is. Yeah, 0.6417. Now I'll clean up this. Okay, now we have to simplify this. 3. Now we have to multiply all these numbers. So once we multiply, we'll get 0.2680. So this is the figure that we get. And if you take out the cube root, if you take the cube root of this value, we get 0.644, which is nothing but the HDI score of India in the year 2024 by taking the actual numbers, which is plotted here: life expectancy, mean years of schooling, expected years of schooling, and GNI per capita. Now this is the HDI score, which is 0.644. Now what is the meaning of this 0.644 score? So for this we have to visit the table, which I have put in next slide. Let me clean this. Okay, so this is the level of human development and the HDI score, and our HDI score was 0.644. so the score can be seen here. HDI score of greater than 0.800 reflects that there is very high human development, and the HDI score between 0.700 to 0.800 indicates high human development. HDI score between 0.550 and 0.700 indicates medium human development, and the HDI score below or less than 0.550 indicates low human development. Now our HDI score that we got from the actual numbers of India in 2024 is 0.644. Now 0.644 falls under this category, which means that the human development index of India in 2024 was medium human development. Okay, so this is how we calculate the human development index. So I hope you have understood something from here. You can watch the video and try to understand and read more about the human development index from various articles, which is there in the United Nations Development Program website of the UN. Thank you very much.